Giannis Antetokounmpo is number 1 in the NBA this season in points scored on two-pointers, and second is Zion Williamson. These are the top 30 players in points per game this year, and this is where they score their points from. So now let's bring in points per game from free throws in green. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is number 1 here, scoring about 8 points per game just from the charity stripe. However, proportionally, Trae Young actually relies on free throws the most amongst this group. His 6.5 points from free throws are about 27% of his total. Then finally, here's points scored from the three-point line in blue. Unsurprisingly, Steph Curry is number 1 here. He's followed by Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball. Steph's the only player in this group for whom three-pointers make up over 50% of his total points. Okay, but now let's break this down in a little more detail. So first, with the two-pointers, in orange we have points scored in the paint, while the rest in yellow is two-pointers scored outside of the paint in the mid-range. And then for the three-pointers, in dark blue we have points scored from the corners, while the rest is points scored above the break. So now you can see how Kevin Durant really stands out. He actually scores the most points amongst these top 30 players from both of these new locations, corner threes and the mid-range. On the flip side, you can see how guys like Luka Doncic, Cade Cunningham, and Paolo Banchero don't score many points at all from the corners compared to their above-the-break threes. Alright, finally, we still have this one big section, points in the paint, so let's subdivide that one more time. So now this darker orange is points scored specifically in the restricted area, while this remaining lighter orange is points scored in the paint but outside of the restricted area. So again, Giannis remains totally dominant around the basket, scoring over 17 points per game just in the restricted area, while Nikola Jokic scores the most points in the paint outside of the restricted area. And then besides Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving and Jaylen Brown also stand out as having very well-balanced scoring profiles. They chip in a little bit from everywhere on the court.